Well, folks, well, the day has been kind of surprising. So, what do you? So, you're probably like, Bugsy, what are you talking about, my friends? And this is for anybody. Okay, before I begin, this video is me talking about what's going on with G4. What's going on with G4? And a certain project I didn't think was still in the works for a certain somebody, but he's still working on it, and I think it's gonna be either a manga or whatever. But I actually like it. So you're probably wondering to yourselves, Bugsy, what the fuck are you talking about, man? What in the hell? What in the seven hells are you talking about, man? Well, folks, I had like a lot of people were blowing me up on Twitter. I didn't look because I was like really busy and just kind of chilling. But so G4 is looking for new hosts to be a part of G4, and people say, "Hey, tag tag any of the tag anybody you think that can actually be, G4 material." And I tagged a few people because I think I think they got the stuff. Because you know what that means? We're gonna have, if some people accept this, we're gonna have various people who are gonna be a part of G4. You know, people that are into gaming and shit. It's gonna be great. Like, this could really, really work in G4's favor. And I am like, oh my god! And seeing Adam Susser as Crazy Adam again, it brought a tear to my eye, folks. It brought a tear to my eye. Also, if you want to be a G4 host yourself, you got to be over 18. That's one. And there's something over by the Reddit that will actually do that. I don't know if I should. I'm not really gonna do it. My place is on the internet. It's where I belong. It's where I belong, guys. It's where I belong. But that doesn't mean I don't have a lot of people I think could properly fit the job now. Because that's not what. Because I think I know a few people that could really fit that job. So yeah, I'm gonna be tagging various people that I think could actually, do a pretty good job. But yeah. The other thing. Okay. I'm gonna talk about this. This is gonna be the first hanging out with Bugsy, spending time with Bugsy No Name uh, video that's gonna be on my main my YouTube. So I gotta explain this to you all. Okay. So a long time ago, a man named Tony Watley II, also known as Black Critic Guy, he'd review anime, movies. He did one review of Kung Fu Panda I didn't like because it was dealing with personal shit. But I just threw that in there just because people ask me, do I hate the dude? And I don't. I just feel like when you're reviewing stuff, you got personal shit going on. And he was dealing with the whole YouTube thing back in those days. I just thought he should have reviewed Kung Fu Panda 3. We reviewed Kung Fu Panda 3. But that's not the point. That's not the point of this video. Okay. Don't know why I brought that up. I'm really dumb. But so anyways, so for some of you that remember back when you know back when old Black Critic Guy was still making content, he was making a little series called BC Rumble. it was actually connected to one of his videos because I remember it was either one of his wishes to be like in the world of School Rumble or something like that. Well, he just kind of appears and Chen and freaking Yakumo kind of has like a little bit of an interest in him. I think it. If you really watch the reviews of Skull Rumble, it will make a little bit more sense how Black Crick guy feels about these characters because I know he doesn't like Eri, and there's gonna just be a lot of stuff. And well, if you know me, well, it seems like he's actually either going to do it the way he was going to do it before, and like he still has like the like he still got his voice actors who are doing pretty bang up jobs with sound likes. I want to see his version of Harima though, because that's the only person I hadn't seen. And if you hadn't noticed, how could you not? If you really are a fan of me, how could you not? I have my own version of Harima because originally, the whole Harima and Bugsy Prime thing actually came about because I was thinking of making my own continuation series of School Rumble. But it was going to be like an alternate timeline because if Skull Rumble X could do it, oh, I could do it too. But it was going to be an alternate take and actually explain a few things like Harima actually having brothers, which would be Ansakamaru and Bugsy Prime at the time. That was my thing. But I still might do that. That like, I am I'm really excited how BC Rumble is gonna shake out because you know Black Kirk Tony has literally said he wants Yakumo and Harima together, even though I think it would work. But y'all know I'm an Aryan Harima shipper. Don't judge me. Don't fucking judge me. Don't you dare fucking judge me. Okay. But it seems I don't know if it's either gonna be what he was doing before or we're gonna have full on animations. But I was looking at these previews, right? I just been looking at these previews. And I'm just like, yeah. I mean, I've wanted another season to Skull Rumble for the longest time. And the fact that they made another chapter to the manga that already came out, which would have been a perfect either another OVA or a School Rumble movie. Stretching that out into a movie would have been great too. Um, y'all know I'm a School Rumble fan, and I still do Harima's voice on occasion. I've kind of been not using him as much. You've probably seen that I've been using like Ansakamaru and Zan to kind of fill in for that. But I always bring on Harima whenever whenever video I feel calls for his. I would say that Harima is over the years because my version of Harima is so like a little bit older, so he's a lot less rowdy than he is in Skull Rumble, and because when he had because because he's kind of like the straight man to Azakamaru and Prime's like shenanigans. That's always how it's always been. He's always been that way. When he actually but yeah. But I still use him from time to time. Every time I see you smile, my heart is slowly breaking because I know you're dreaming of someone else. I dreamed my own reality of the space train to love. It's only you and me, riding forever. I can still do Harmon's voice. I mean, the way I do his voice is just kind of like this. Again, he's a lot more deadpan because he's a lot older, and I just feel like at some point, Harmon just kind of like he still fights with people, but he's just more laid back nowadays. You know, but he still fucking fights people. I haven't really conveyed that enough, but he does. He does. Actually, I was actually like, but actually, stuff like that. But bottom line is, I'm a huge School Rumble fan, and I'm really excited about BC Rumble, and I'm really excited about G4. I don't know what the fuck is going. I don't know what the fuck is gonna happen with G4, but I am really excited because if Adam is coming back, maybe they'll get Morgan, maybe Kevin. I don't know because we know Olivia Munn's probably coming back to attack the show because she's like married to the guy who's bringing G4 back. So she'll be back, and that's gonna be pretty cool. But I like hopefully if my fingers are crossed, if I believe hard enough, maybe we'll get Morgan and Adam back for X Play. Because before everything got dismantled on G4, Adam and Morgan did one last thing. They did one last thing, one last go around. And that was them talking about Doom, the the recenter Doom games, the first one before the second, but because they didn't do the second one, and I was like it was good to see them go out on that note. Like I've watched them for years. Trust me, people always say like, "What?" Like some people say like, "Why didn't you get a lot of people to watch G4?" I'm like, trust me. When I was in school, I'd sing G4's praises, man. Don't really understand why Alpha Omega Sin was all like angry about G4 in that one video. I really never understood that. Like seriously, I look at that video sometimes and I just go, "Why are you so fucking mad about this?" Like I don't get it, man. But yeah. Oh, I think I got another person I'll probably tag in this. I think I got another person I'd probably want to tag in this. But yeah. Um, but yeah. Um, it's just I think I really think that with G4, I'm just I'm overcome with so much emotions, guys. Because G4 came out at a pretty good time in my life, and part of me kind of wishes I had that back for various reasons. Not like truly go back into the past and like redo everything over and over again, but like to just have that feeling that I used to feel back. Because I lost something really big these past few years. Something I can never really truly get back. And because of that, seeing and when when I associate with what I lost, because G4 was like always on my mind. I'd always get so like saying my family was always going on vacations, and I get so mad because I miss X Play, and I'd be like, "Oh my!" I'd be like, "No, I'm missing X Play." I was a very, very, very a teenager that just loved gaming like I do now, but like the 20 something that's talking to you now, I used to be really, really in love with G4. Like I used to watch it all, man. I used to stay up. I used to stay up and watch Cinematheque because there was nothing like G4 back in the day. I used to, I used to sneak. I used to sneak out. That sneak out. I used to like. I used to sneak into the living room and make sure that no one was there because my room only had, because back in the day we only had like analog. We only had like analog cable back in the day, analog cable boxes. Like I'm going way back, and I'm showing how old I am. But okay, so we had one digital cable box, right? It was out in the living room. So I would literally go and check at one, mostly in the summer, or like yeah, mostly in the summer. Or sometimes that was back when Tech TV was still a thing for G4 and Tech TV, Frankenstein together, and X-Play would always come out at one. So I'd sneak out and I'd sneak into that. I'd sneak into the living room, turn on TV, and be like, "Oh yeah, X-Play!" Like guys, you have no idea how much G4 truly fucking means to me. So and I know people would ask me, "Hey, why do you not want to be a host yourself?" Mm, guys, I don't think I got it in me. I got it in me to do YouTube stuff and I got it in me to do YouTube stuff and be mildly entertaining. But I don't think I got it in me to just like do a whole show, man. I'll see how I do when I'm like streaming sometimes. Sometimes there's just dead silence. Oh, you know, but it just but if I'm just wondering how is it gonna be with like X Play. I mean G4 and Ven because Ven is out and about making the rounds, doing the shit that G4 used to do. So I don't know what the fuck is gonna go on, what's gonna happen with that. But I'm just sitting here going like, okay, now that Ven has been fully launched, what is happening now? What is gonna happen now? What is gonna what is gonna become of like G4 and like Ven and all this other stuff? I don't like seriously. That's the question I ask. That's the question I pose. But back to School Rumble. Y'all know I Shield Doty sent a petition for School Rumble to have a season 3, and that never really came. That really never came about. And I feel like School Rumble to me is a mixture of comedy, like it's a romantic comedy, but it does get fucking weird and crazy, and I've always loved it. I think like the comedy that comes from like my character interacting with Harima and Ansakamaru, or Ansakamaru and Bugsy Prime just interacting with Harima back in the early days of my channel. Like not the early days where it's just me, but the early days when I was still like pumping out mock off episodes to people that kind of were like, "What the hell is this?" You know, and I guess it's just me, and I always thought the idea of like Harima having brothers and them knowing all the shit that Harima got into, all the events of School Rumble. I always liked that. I always liked that, and that's pretty much how Harima became like a thing. But I seriously want to see. I seriously want to see old Kenji Harima in this fan thing. I want to see what he does. I want to see what he's doing. I want to see if he's still crushing on Tenma. I want to see if like Hanai is still trying to go after Yakumo. I need to see all that shit. Like, I am so excited. Like, I was like really tempted right now to play fucking Scramble, and I can't do it on YouTube because YouTube will put its boot in my ass, and I just can't have that. But yeah, I'm still a Skull Rumble fan. I just wish that I just kind of wish that we'd actually have more Skull Rumble things. Maybe a sequel series that's anime only that may get a manga, or yeah, that's all I pretty much want because like I don't know if they really still want to do the manga. And then that one time where we all got teased that we were gonna have a Skull Rumble season 3, but it was just like a fake little thing that just made us go. And I was thinking maybe tomorrow on my website, if I'm not too busy playing Destroy Humans or Paper Mario Origami King, maybe I could do something a little similar and maybe do some old Markov related comedy. Probably, if you all want that. It's gonna be topped off with a few songs that were kind of in Markov proper, which was my old little show before YouTube got more strict. Um, I still like I you know may I'll do that. Um, when I first got Netflix, because Skull Rumble was straight up on Netflix. When I got Netflix, that's when I was introduced to Skull Rumble. The first, I love the first season. I love the first season, but like the OVA and then the like second season rolls around. I'm like, oh my god, this is awesome because I love these characters. I love this universe, and I just wish, and I'm happy that BC Rumble is a thing because I want to see more of that. I want to see more of these characters again. And there's some other characters that that I didn't mention because right now they escaped me. But I love every last one of them. But uh, to, to Black Critic Guy, aka Tony Watley, my friend, just or not my friend. It's not like you actually talked to me or whatever. But sir, I hope you do a good job with this because seriously, because all some of us really want is just some more Skull Rumble, man. And it seems like you're gonna give us, like you or whatever team you have, it's gonna give us that. Well, I better get out of here. I'll talk to you guys later. Bugsy No Name out, and maybe sometime on my website, I may do some sort of riff track thing with Skull Rumble, but I gotta be real careful with that if I do it. I don't know. Maybe I might just have the audio for you guys. So I'll do a whole Seasons Go Rumble and do it as a riff track for you guys with the with with my characters and everything, and it would be great. But I don't know if I'll. I mean, I could do it I don't know. I just been thinking about that because I did do kind of like a little experiment with the Tenchi and Tokyo series and made that into a riff track too. Mostly, but I want to do something that's riff track esque. So, but with my characters. So, well, Harima I don't really own or need a design Sakamaru technically, but I own their I own the head cannons that they come from, the head cannons I made for them. So yeah, I I just want to kind of do that. But I'll see you guys later. Peace, and remember, X play all the way. Please don't ever go away, cause I need my X play. I'll see you all later. Peace.